Now I gotta tell you, I'm super excited. I planted this ryegrass about 4.5 weeks ago, and here we are. Some of the areas about 3 inches long, others are 2 inches, but it's long overdue for a good cut. Now, truth be told, I just procrastinated. Work has been crazy, and real life catches up, and it's 2021, so what are you gonna do? You just embrace the suck, right? But that poses the question. What do you do when you've let your lawn grow way too long when you just put it in? Now the answer is going to be determined upon a couple of different factors. Number one, I want to establish my mow height. Now for my perennial ryegrass that I have newly established here, my end goal is to get this ryegrass somewhere between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch. I think the color looks fantastic and I like the way that it stripes. Now to go from 3 inches like we are in some of these spots, and some of these spots are less than 2 inches, all the way down to 3/4 of an inch is going to give me some scalp stress. Now I'm going to lose some color in it, which this time of the year being June, I really don't want to do that. So in an effort to keep this simple, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about the 1/3 rule, which is pretty simple. You don't want to cut more than 1/3 of the plant off at any given time. Now I'm a little bit pickier than that because I like to maintain my color. So part of this lawn is about 3.5, 4 inches, and I don't even want to take more than a 1/2 inch off the top because I want to maintain my color. Now keeping my end goal in mind that I want to get it down to 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch without stressing it out, I'm going to start mowing every other day and take smaller increments off the top. I know it's mind-blowing, but a lot of you guys hate to mow more than once a week, and that's fine if you want to keep it long. If you ask me my opinion, if you want to mow once a week, you're going to need to keep it somewhere between 3 inches and 3.5 inches so you don't discard or cut too much off the top and you keep it out of that stress zone. If you want to keep your lawn at 2 inches, you need to mow twice a week or more, and if you want to keep it at 1 inch, you're looking at 4 times or more per week. Now you can do that with the majority of cool season grasses, believe it or not. I know, mind-blowing. And you can do that over the summer. I kept my Kentucky bluegrass at 1/2 inch the entire summer last year, even when it hit 100 degrees. Once you have a basic understanding that height of cut is dictated by the amount of times you're able to mow per week, that should give you a basic understanding of where to begin if you're in this situation, or if you put yourself in a situation where your grass is really, really long. You definitely don't want to go from 3.5 inches down to 3/4 of an inch overnight. So that poses the question, when should you start mowing? Now my answer to that, believe it or not, is when the lawn gets up to about 2.5, 3 inches. You'll start noticing it starts folding over and preventing the new growth from getting to the sun. Now if your lawn is sparser than you would have hoped for by the time some of those areas are about 3 inches, it's still more beneficial to go over them with one pass of the mower than to leave it long. Now, if you did a fantastic job seeding, or if you've just got sod in, my next suggestion might shock a lot of you guys, and that is to mow frequently, like 2 or 3 times a week. There's a lot of benefits to it. Frequent mowing is going to help thicken the blades of the actual grass itself. Now keep in mind, the energy's got to go somewhere. Not only is it going to encourage growth, but it's going to encourage the blades of the grass to thicken up. The other major benefit is it helps promote lateral growth. Just keep in mind, the more you chop off the top, the grass still wants to grow. It starts to figure out that going upwards is not as cool as going sideways, so you get a thicker, healthier lawn. Now, if you're one of those lazy people out there, you just want a simple solution like I do, and you're not concerned about how tall it is, you just want to get started. Now, the easiest solution is to grab the mower, keep it on the highest setting of the mower, and then start from there. Now, if you're not clipping any grass, just lower it to the next setting. If you end up clipping just a little itty bitty bit off the top, lower it one more setting. Definitely not rocket science. Keep it plain and simple. Now, if you're one of those technical gurus out there, you can grab a tape measure, measure how long the lawn is now, and then take 1/3 of that to set your height of cut. I'll tell you what, I was super excited to dive into real mowing with my outlet mower, but I waited way too long. My grass is way too long. So I hit up my local Craigslist and I found this Fisker's lawnmower for $100. So I paid the guy, it came with the bagger, I got a great deal, and it gives me a chance to check this out. The guy used it for maybe half a season is what it looks like. Blades are still strong. And this thing has a height of cut up to 4 inches. Now, I'm nowhere near that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start it at 2.5 inches, see where we're at. 2.5 inches is kind of a safe bet. I'm betting I could easily get it down to 2 inches today. But again, the goal is to keep it less stressed. So, growing up at Ginja, you know, you get a little bit of trust issues. So, I wanted to see what the real height of cut was on this. So, I put it down to where I would guesstimate it would be 2.5, or sorry, 1.5, 2 inches. And as far as I'm measuring, it's about 2.25 is, and I think that's close enough. So we're going to start off with 2.25. First impression of the Fiskars. It's no $2,300 mower. At the end of the day, it's doing a decent job. Now, a lot of the grass is falling behind the unit. Like, it's not going into the catcher. I wouldn't say the catcher is worthless. I'm getting a lot of the grass in here, and the grass that I am catching, let's see, just like I told you, it's gonna vary between 1/2 inch and 3 inches long. So it just is a crap shot. Now, I don't know. I think we're just gonna put that bear brug grass to the test, man. I don't think I have the patience for this. You guys want to see what's gonna happen with this grass if we just hit it hard. Let's get the outlet out. Let's just mow. Let's just get it. Worst case scenario, the Ginja can fix it. It's just grass. Feels so good to be so bad. I'm on the naughty list. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Color's still fantastic, striping's great. Bag one down. Overall, I give myself a solid 7, but considering it's 4.5 weeks old, I give it a 10. I mean, man, grass reminds me of my early 30s. It's a little thin and bald in some areas. Looks like it's combed over. Keep in mind, this is the first cut. It's a slop cut because, I mean, literally some of these areas were 3 inches. Some of them were already 1 inch. So let's go ahead and crosshatch this thing and see what it looks like. What? Are you seeing this? This is so crazy. I just beat the crap out of this and broke all the rules. Leave it to Baron Brug and make it good grass, right? I mean, worst case here, you can see I've got some rough spots in the lawn. Not a big deal. It's just grass. You just plant some more. I know some women out there that just, when they get a bad kid, they just make another one, so. Now guys, I hope you like these mow tips. If you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up in the comments below. You know I'd love to help you guys out. Till next time, guys, we're slaying lawns.
Ferocious. Oh, glamour shot.